Tonight's matchup between the home Wauseon Indians and the visiting Liberty Center Tigers. It's homecoming here at Wauseon tonight, Mike, and that's got to excite Liberty.
I just love homecomings. And there's the team coming on the field now. Liberty slowly warming up. The band has arrived. The balloons have been released. It's a nice evening, partly cloudy. We're hoping it doesn't rain, and the horizons there looks relatively clear, so we may get a little lucky. The bleachers are wet and cold, but we're all bundled up in our raincoats and ready to go with NCTV Channel 5's broadcast of the Liberty Center Tigers and the Wauseon Indians. And there's the band. Liberty Center Tiger Marching Band, you'll be seeing more of them at the halftime show. But our angle here will be a little bit bad, so unfortunately you'll have to see them from behind. Back to you, Dan.
Okay, as you know, last week Matt Cordes went over the 1,000-yard plateau. One thing I'd like to correct is I said that Kerry Crew rushed for 1,000 yards in a season. He did not. His highest total was 852 yards. There's a kickoff.
71, they got it? I don't know.
71 Den, the ball carrier for Wauseon. Wauseon will take over on about their own 29-yard line. Week 8 here, Mike.
Week 8 indeed. First and 10 for the Wauseon Indians. Funding for NCTV Channel 5 is brought to you by a variety of people, and we'll be mentioning them off and on throughout the course of the evening. Now back to the action with number 11. I'll look up his name, Dan.
Okay, he hands off to number 28. We don't know who that is either. He's going, and brought down by 82, Andy Silvis.
Mike Wartring.
Wartring, the ball carrier. The quarterback is Sean Moore. Now that we got the name straight, we'll try and get the names as close as possible.
Otherwise, it'll be first name, number, last name, digit.
First down and 10 for Wauseon. Ball on their own 43-yard line. Moore under center. Hands off to number 36, the ball carrier.
Kenzie Kern on the tackle.
Kenzie Kern on the tackle.
James Parker.
James Parker.
That was a nice hit, Dan. I heard that all the way up here.
Be second and 3 for the Indians. Ball right at midfield.
Does this mean Dan? Or, oh, I see. Okay, they're there. I was going to say, where are you seeing there?
Okay, Moore barking out a signal. The men come down. Hands off to 36, Parker. Parker brought down by Josh Bush.
Josh Bush gets that one, yeah. I noticed, Dan, they're doing that defensive shift to the right and the left again, like they were doing against Ottawa Hills last week.
I thought maybe Liberty was trying that out last week to prepare it for this week, and evidently last week was kind of just like a practice game.
Oh, I'm not saying that now. It could be Ottawa Hills people.
I don't think they get us in Toledo.
There's an offside. The refs aren't going to call it.
28, Wartring, the ball carrier.
By Cordes.
Cordes, Casey Moore also in on the tackle.
Wartring, we think it is.
Wartring.
Yeah, sounds good. 4th and 2.
Be 4th and 2 for the Indians. Ball on the Liberty Center 49-yard line.
Little change in the game. We got Smith back. The usual trio.
Smith, Atkinson, and Zaire deep for the Tigers. And who do we got back to punt? Looks like Wartring. No, 58.
88.
88.
88 and 8.
Maxon.
You got the angle back there. Maxon's got a bad.
Rolling snap.
Bad
Kicked out of bounds.
Bad.
Casey Moore at the fence.
At the fence.
Liberty Center will take over first down and 10. Ball being marked at, it looks like, the 41-yard line.
Now, that's not a penalty if you punt it out of bounds. It's a penalty if you kick it out of bounds on the kickoff. Is that
Correct.
Right? Okay.
Be on the 42-yard line.
That's for you viewers at home, you know, with your rule books there in your hand.
No, the 37. I wish they would get those. They'd get that up there a little bit quicker so we could be able to tell you the accurate yard line. Jurassic's under center. Sam Smith, the ball carrier. Tackled by Jim Parker. Gain of 2. Second down and 8 for the Tigers. Jurassic's under center. Takes snap, hands off to Cordes. And I thought maybe he was going to break it, but he couldn't quite get past him.
Parker and Wotring again on the tackle. Took 2 of them to break him down.
Gain of 7, bringing up third down and 1. And Cordes, according to Johnny Fryman on the prognosticators this morning, said Cordes had over 1,100 yards rushing on the season.
As you said last week.
That's correct. All right, 3rd and 1 for the Tigers. Handoff to Cordes. Gain of about a yard. Should be good for the first down, and it is. So it'll be first down and 10 for Liberty Center on their own 49-yard line. All right, Liberty comes up to the ball. Jurassic keeps it. He's downfield for Silvis, and it's almost picked off by number 68.
68, Brian Rorick.
Brian Rorick. Rorick. Almost intercepted that ball, and he almost also tipped it into Silvis's hands.
Yes, indeed. He almost helped out Silvis bring that one down, but it just wasn't meant to be.
It'll be second down and 10 for the Tigers. Ball still on their own 49-yard line. Jurassic takes snap, hands off to Cordes.
Tackled by just about everybody.
Tackled by, looks like number 71 was the first one in there.
We'll give you 71, Nathan Den.
Nathan Den.
You just can't say tackled by just about everybody?
And that's too easy.
But it's true.
Gain of about 1, third down and 9 for Liberty Center. Ball is at midfield or the 50-yard line.
Actually, around the 49 and a half with Wauseon.
Okay. Dross sparks signals. Back to pass. Little
and for Smith.
Intended for Smith. Broken up by Nathan Kissel, did they say?
Sounds good. Punt team going out.
But the punt team's coming in for Liberty Center. Jurassic's back to kick and way deep for Wauseon.
He must think he's going to boot it. Sean Moore.
Sean Moore.
Number 11. He must have a lot of confidence in Jurassic's kicking ability. And rightfully so. He had that a little short.
And it'd be down at the 15-yard line of Wauseon, where the Indians will take over first down and 10 with 6:58 to play here in the first quarter. And Mike's got some announcements.
Once again, funding for NCTV is brought to you by such families as Tom and Cindy Overmeyer and Bob and Julie Shaddy. And those of you that are basketball fanatics, it does seem impossible, but basketball is indeed in the future. And if you're interested in doing some recording or broadcasting for NCTV Channel 5, why don't you give Bob Shaddy a call and say, hey, I think I can do what Mike and Dan could do. It shouldn't take a lot of talent. So we got 1st and 10 for Wauseon. Here you go, Dan. I'll let you call it. Number 28's got the ball. I'll look him up.
That's Woodring.
Of course, I knew that.
Tackled by Cordes. And Bulwark also in on the tackle.
Oh, it's Kern. 59 got up.
Cameraman says Kern was also in on the tackle.
Who are we to argue?
He's got the camera.
He's got the camera.
He's got the closest view. 2nd down and 9 for the Indians. Ball on their own 16-yard line. I formation for Wauseon.
Keeper come around. Nice tackle by Kenzie Kern.
Little counter action. Kern on the tackle. Gain of 4, 3rd down and 5 for Wauseon. Ball is on the Indian 20-yard line with 5 minutes and 45 seconds to play here in the first quarter. Indians come up to the ball quickly. .28 started in motion, comes back.
Is that legal?
And
looks like a delay of game to me.
Yeah, that's the call. It's a 5-yard penalty against the Indians. So to bring up 3rd down and 10 for Wauseon. The ball is on their own 15-yard line, right back where they started. Shift from the power I formation, and now they shift our motion for 28 Woodring. More back to pass, broken up by Kenzie Kern. And Ryan Zeiter also over there. I'm not sure who that was intended for.
In red.
Yeah, somebody from Wauseon. It'll be 4th down and 10 now for the Indians. They're sending in their punt crew. For those of you who haven't figured out who's back to receive for Liberty, it's Smith, Atkinson, and Zeiter. 88, somebody, Maxson.
There's a wind blowing to the left of your screen. He's kicking into the wind.
And the kick is away, a line drive. Right there, Zeiter fields it. Zeiter fields it, gets a little bit of a gain on it.
That was pretty risky, Dan. He almost lost it down there.
Kind of a bad spot. It'll be 1st down and 10 for Liberty, just inside the 40-yard line. Liberty comes up to the ball, gets set. Hand off to Cordes, and he's going.
Carries a few people.
Carries number 36, had a hold of him from the line of scrimmage. 36? I think that's Jim Parker.
Well known by a lot of people. James Parker indeed.
Cordes gained 5 on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 5 on the Indian 35-yard line with 4:50 to play in the first quarter. Score, Liberty Center 0, Wauseon 0. Trosix hands off to Cordes, and he gets some yardage again.
Oh, he let go of that ball early, but the whistle blew it dead.
Gain of 6 on the play. Tackled by Parker. 1st down and 10 for the Tigers. Ball spotted at about the 27-yard line of Wauseon. Tigers come up to the ball. Jurassics hands off to Smith. Smith met at the line of scrimmage by about 5 or 6 Wauseon Indians. They give credit to Parker and Fraker. I don't know how they could distinguish one from the other.
They were red.
Or they went with the old football theorem, whoever gets up last.
Gets up last.
Okay, 2nd down and 9 for the Tigers. Ball on the Indian 26-yard line. Pitch out to Cordes. Cordes saw an area. The defense collapsed around him, and it took probably 6 of them to circle around him to bring him down.
3 of them had a hold of him. He still moves forward. He is amazing.
Gain of approximately 8 on the play. Bring up third and
a foot, they're saying, Dan.
A foot. We're going to say 11 inches.
11 inches.
Ball on the Wauseon 18-yard line. There they go. Cordes, the ball carrier. Watering on the tackle. Ball's on the 8-yard line. 1st down and goal for the Tigers. Long count. Hand off to Cordes. Yeah. Gain of approximately 3 yards.
He didn't quite get the hole on that one. On these pass runs, the line has provided quite the hole for him. And
gain of 2 on the play to be 2nd down and goal from the 6. It's
nice to see Charlie Kruger out there again without the limp, and his ankle must be doing better.
Yeah, his ankle was injured in the Patrick Henry game. The only loss of the season for the Tigers. Cordes, the ball carrier. Gain of 2 more. Be 3rd and goal from approximately the 4-yard line. Now with time winding down, less than 2 minutes to go here in the 1st quarter, do you think if Tigers don't score here on a touchdown that they'll go for a field goal?
The wind is certainly with them, but I would think they'd rather score than gamble for 3.
Well, let's see if they score on this play. Jurassics rolls out, little flip, and oh! Tended for more, broken up by Rorick. Again, that's 2 times he's almost picked off a pass.
You're fine, Len, don't worry about it.
And the question now, Mike, do they go for the touchdown or do they go for a field goal? Well,
you're asking the wrong guy, Dan.
Looks to me like they're going to go for the touchdown.
You can hear the crowd winding up. 4th and goal for the Tigers.
4th and goal from the 4. They're definitely going for the touchdown. Pitch up to Cordes, and he's brought down.
He wasn't brought down on that one, Dan. He tripped. He tried to make a tight cut. His feet just weren't there with him.
Well, and then a Wauseon player tripped and fell on top of him.
And he'll get the tackle.
And
I tell you, that's the thing about this.
So Wauseon will take over 1st down and 10 from their own 4. Perhaps what we could see here is a safety for the Liberty Center defense. That'd be nice after the first 10 quarters of the season going scoreless.
We have got a little bit of rain here. I'm not sure how slippery that field is. We'll find out a little more throughout the course of the game.
Oh!
That's offsides. Let's see names.
71, Nathan Den. Illegal procedure against the Indians. Half the distance to the goal line. It'll be 1st down and 12 from their own 2-yard line. Another mistake like that, and they could be in their end zone.
A little pressure there, a little pressure. 1:28 still in the first quarter.
1st quarter seems to be going a little bit faster this week than it has in the past weeks.
Well, we're closer to home. That makes a big difference, too. That's got to be a little nerve-wracking to be standing in your own end zone.
A little shift. Handoff up the middle.
Incredible tackle.
Tackle by.
Number 87.
No, that can't be correct.
Right.
Silvis.
Silvis?
82.
82?
Yeah,
Andy
Silvis.
Silvis, an unbelievable tackle. Real bad spot there, according to people in the stands.
Which we are
Silvis
in the
not
visit.
ball carrier practically in the end zone.
We are in the visiting stands.
We are in the home stands as far
Well,
as we're concerned.
Yeah, we're in the Liberty Center
We're at
stands.
home. We can say what we want.
Pitch out to 34, Parker or Pretch.
Maybe Zider, maybe
Silvis and
Silvis
Zider in on the tackle for Liberty Center. 3rd and 7 for the Indians. I tell you what, Mike, if Liberty holds Wauseon right here, they'll have excellent field position to go for a score here to end out the first quarter.
That would be impressive. We better wait and see, though, or we'll put a curse on them.
Kind of like we did last week.
Let's not talk about that, Dan. Let's not talk about
we said Archibald won, and then
we did not say that.
No more did we say it, and a flag appeared from nowhere.
Uh-oh. Tackle by Atkinson.
Tackle by Atkinson and Muller. And with a tough spot, a horrible spot on that, he was brought down and then reached the ball forward after he was down with the spot. We'll start the second quarter, 1st and 10 from the Indian 14. Jim Parker, the ball carrier.
Tackle by Casey Muller.
We have trains in the band.
Trains in the band.
So it's
the
tough.
Wind in our ears. This is great.
So if you can't hear us, you know why. We'll try and be as loud as possible.
Once again, funding is provided by a variety of people, including Terry Mary Lou and Lou Ann Bowers and the Henry County Bank in downtown Liberty Center. Back to you, Dan. What was that? What was that, Dan? I fell asleep. What was that?
Illegal shift.
Illegal shift, my fans tell me. So 1st and 15 for the Wauseon Indians. It's nice to have some helpers around here. We'll get through this game without a scratch. Dan?
Yeah.
Yeah?
We should be all right. There's not much more you could say to that.
People in their living rooms are shaking their heads. Fire those guys. They don't know what they're doing.
But we're having fun. 1st and 15 from the 9. Jim Parker, the ball carrier. Brought down by Seth Atkinson.
See a flag, Dan? Or is that a great big leap?
That's one thing about playing this time of year. You can't tell if it's a big yellow leaf or a flag out there.
Well, they're ignoring it. It must not be a flag. Can the folks at home see that? That looks like a flag laying there, but apparently no one's paying any attention to it.
A Liberty Center defensive man is lined up right on it.
Pick that flag up. Save it for later.
We could use that. More on a keeper.
Nice.
Brought down by Ryan Zider.
Got a whole handful of him and brought him down. Well, that bugs me, Dan. Someone ought to go out there and get that off the field. That looks like a flag.
Yeah, as you get down here to the fall part of the season, you see little things laying on the field. Sometimes it's leaves, sometimes it's flags, and you never really can tell. Sometimes you complete a pass and there's a leaf laying on the field.
Wauseon hot chocolate. He had nothing but good things to say about Ottawa Hills' hot chocolate. Okay, so we're 3rd and 8 for Wauseon. Back to pass, way up in the air to what appears to be just about nobody. A flag thrown. And Cordes is clapping his hands, which it must mean good news.
That was Wartring on a halfback pass for Wauseon, intended for number 13, I believe.
Oh, I'll tell you the name of the
Fraker.
guy. 13 is indeed Fraker. I'm impressed, Dan. I was going to say that eventually if you'd have given me enough time. Just get your hot chocolate and be quiet. Yeah, they're going to chat about it. They give a signal yet? Make it 4th and 8. Of course, they're going to walk them back. I don't know what it is. Ooh, it's, well, not a big walk. I'm going to give us a signal maybe in a minute. Lets the folks at home know. What was the penalty? Offensive pass interference. We got Smith back here to receive. And nobody else. Smith's all by himself, Dan. You suppose they're going to rush him?
Could be.
Could be.
They do. Smith feels it about the
Smith takes it and takes a chance. Slippery field. Got a real nice cut there, but just not enough space. Dan, that field must be really slick. That's the second time now they went to make a big cut, and it just wasn't there.
He started to look like Joey Galloway, the Seattle Seahawks, that run one way, cut back the other, and just couldn't quite get his footing, or he could have been gone.
Just not enough stickum. So we got 1st and 10 for the Liberty Center Tigers. Ball on Wauseon's 39-yard line. According to the scoreboard, in just a minute, our scoreboard will catch up to actually 1st and 10 with Jurasics going into position. Hands off to Cordes. Cordes doesn't get very far. Didn't have that old familiar hole he usually has there, provided by that front line. Little shoving and pushing there in the pile-up, which is something you don't normally see this early in the game. Maybe a gain of 2, according to the announcer over there. 2nd and 8. Ball on Wauseon's 37-yard line.
Little piece of trivia you may not know. This is the oldest rivalry in the NWOL.
Oh, now that's something I didn't know. How do you store all this in your head, Dan? You're an amazing person. So we got 2nd and 8. Ball on the 37. Smith's got a long way to go. Does a little... No, excuse me. I thought it had me fooled. Jurasics with the ball. I saw Smith doing a little dance like he had it. Had me fooled, but that's not unusual. You at home are probably going, what is wrong with him? Jurasics with the ball. Nice gain, making it 1st and 10. Dan, what did I do wrong?
Well, there was a lot of fakes in there, and he didn't fool just
me out.
He didn't fool only you. He fooled a good portion of the Wauseon defense.
Had me fooled. But from this distance, that isn't unusual. All right, well, we got 1st and 10. Ball on Wauseon's 25-yard line still with 8:46 in the second quarter. Jurasics to take a snap. Goes over to Smith. Brought down by a couple guys from Wauseon. Slight gain on the play. Still with 8:30. Once again, you people out there that are basketball enthusiasts, you're interested in doing some basketball broadcasting, give Bob Shaddy a call. Also, if you're interested in making some funding for NCTV, Napoleon Community Television, all funding does indeed go to the Liberty Center Athletic Boosters. Give Bob Shaddy a call, too, on that. Got any questions? Call Bob Shaddy.
Okay, it's 2nd down and 6. Ball on the Wauseon 21-yard line. And we have a flag down.
What that's about.
And it's probably delay a game against the Tigers. Actually, no, probably it is.
I had a lot of time to talk on that one. That must be delay a game.
I'll make it 2nd and 11 for the Tigers. Ball on the Indian 26-yard line. And it is a little breezy up here.
Just a little breeze, a nice breeze blowing towards the left of your TV screen. That way it'll add your visual enjoyment.
Okay, Drosk's under center.
There's
Pitching, no, he keeps it.
I thought it's a fake, that's what I said.
Smith went up for a pass, got a little shove, but wasn't catchable, so there'll be no interference call. bring up 3rd and 11 for the Tigers.
Still on Wauseon's 26-yard line.
7 minutes, 54 seconds to play here in the first half. Score, Liberty Center 0, Wauseon 0.
And you can kind of feel it in the crowd here, Dan. Everybody just kind of sitting and watching. You don't have that enthusiasm you normally have. Not much has happened. Nothing really big. No big breaks on either side.
Cordes the ball carrier. Dan on the tackle. Short gain for Cordes, and Liberty will probably send their punt team in. Or perhaps,
I don't know, Dan. I don't see anybody moving. Oh, the cameraman's giving us a dirty look. He says there's no way they're going to punt on the 26. And that would seem a little absurd. But I didn't say punt. You did.
well, I was thinking like a shank punt, bring it down inside the 5. But we're going to go for it. It's 4th and 9. Ball on the Indian 24-yard line.
Here we go. 4th down.
Long count. Jurassic back to pass. Heads for the end zone. Intended for Moeller. And Wauseon holds strong again.
That's the second big 4th down hold by Wauseon.
Indeed. And it'll make it 1st and 10 for the Indians on their own 24-yard line.
Much as it pains me to admit it. Funding once again is brought to you by Tom and Sidney Overmeyer, Bob and Julie Shaddy, Terry, Mary Lou, Luann Bowers, and the Henry County Bank of Downtown Liberty Center. And you are listening to NCTV Channel 5, Napoleon Community Television.
All right, the Indians get set. Motion by Pretsch. Handoff up the middle to Parker. Tackled by a good portion of Liberty's defense.
Casey Moeller really plugged things up there. He didn't make the tackle, but he refused to move, and he kind of plugged things up.
That'll make it 2nd down and 10 for Wauseon. No, 2nd down and 6.
We're losing some of our crowd here, Dan. Apparently they don't like us yakking in their ear. Of course, we didn't invite him up here anyway, did we? So
No.
I bet we're annoying. What are we supposed to do? They wouldn't give us a press box.
2nd down and 6 at the 28. Pretsch the ball carrier.
Tackled by Silvis. And Kenzie Kern, according to Mark Schnicke over there. Not that he's the authority, but we'll give him credit for his spotters. A long one. I think it's 3rd down and a short one.
Ball on the Indian 33-yard line. And you speak of Mert Schnicke over there. He's in that nice warm press box. It looks like they could fit a couple more people in there.
I think there's enough room for us, Dan. I don't know why they wouldn't let us in there. Oh, the way the Wauseon crowd's
the ball
cheering,
carrier.
they think they've got a 1st down, and the refs agree. I'm not sure who the tackle was on that one. I saw Silvis get up kind of late. He might be getting credit for it. Dan?
Sure, we'll say Silvis
Andy Silvis on the tackle, and
I believe Bush was also in on the tackle.
I would have to agree with you on that. Okay, so we got 1st and 10 for Wauseon on their own 37-yard line.
Parker the ball carrier.
By Silvis.
Tackled by Silvis. Anybody else in on there?
It looks like mostly Silvis.
All right. So we'll give the tackle mostly to Silvis. And anybody else who you may have saw there on TV,
But if you notice,
you can give them credit.
around us anymore.
I know, it got kind of cold. They were working as kind of a windbreak.
They were breaking their wind, and they got tired of our constant chatter, so they left us.
That's all right. It's 2nd and 7.
7.
Ball on the Indian 40-yard line with 4:40 to play here in the first half.
Ooh, long count, trying to get it offsides.
Correct the ball carrier.
Real nice stop.
Tackled by Silva, Ziegler, and about 5 more.
5 more. Kern,
Lots of the
maybe.
Tigers in on the tackle there.
Lots of white.
Come on, defense, hold up.
It's 3rd and 6 for the Indians. Ball on their own 41-yard line. Moore takes a while
Long time.
to get up there. There's a motion by Pretsch. Pass.
Oh! 81.
81. Jared Weber.
Defended by Casey Moeller.
Moore was defending as best he could on that. And Weber just got behind him. Moore put the ball up and it was brought down for a touchdown.
Just kind of hurled that thing in the air.
So that makes the score 6-0 with the extra point try yet to come.
And the wind is with them.
And the extra point is no good. Liberty Center special teams make a big play right there and stop an extra point. So the score with 3:34 left in the first half. Wauseon 6, Liberty Center 0. And they're doing the chop over there on the Indian sideline.
Ryan Zeider, Sam Smith. And Lance Kern back. Smith and Zeider are deepest. Now we'll get to see Wauseon's kick formation, a rather unusual combination of a little shake and dance. Once again, the wind is with Wauseon. It's going into Liberty Center's face. Crummy kick, real short, picked up by Andy Silvis, who gets hammered by a variety of people but holds on to the ball. Down on about the 45. We're trying to see the markers here. They don't have it marked very well here, Dan, do they?
They have it marked better than over at Ottawa Hills last week where we had no markers at all.
Well, anything will be better than that. It wasn't marked, but look at 46. Well, they say 37. Okay, I guess that would be the 30. Okay, 37-yard line. I'm going to leave Dan in charge here in a few minutes and go over to announce for the Liberty Center Tiger Marching Band in a moment. Smith carries the ball, takes a nice hit, pushes out to almost the 40-yard line. Unfortunately, you won't see much of the Liberty Center Band from this backside because they'll, of course, perform to the home team, which is our home side, which is traditional. But you might pick up some of the sights and the sounds of the Liberty Center Band.
Parker on the tackle there for the Indians. It'll be 2nd down and 8 for the Tigers. Ball on their own 39-yard line. Kind of a long count. And off to Smith.
A late whistle on that. Okay, keep track of my clipboard. You're in charge.
Mike's going to announce the band. Be 3rd down and 8. No, 3rd down and 6 for the Tigers. Ball on the Liberty Center 40-yard line as the wind starts to pick up a little bit going across the field. Atkinson way out on the other side. Handoff up the middle to Smith. Tackle by Ohlers. Gain of 7. Good for a 1st down for Liberty Center with 2 minutes, 10 seconds to play here in the first half. Referee starts the clock, and here come the Tigers up to the ball. Ball on the 48-yard line. Moeller to split. Handoff up the middle. To Smith again. Tackled by Parker. Gain of 3. Second down and 7 for Liberty Center. And they're going to a hurry-up offense. Coming up with the same formation as they've had the last 2 plays. Pitch out to Cordes. Makes the cut. And stopped by Nathan Den and Nathan Kissel. Be 3rd down and 6 for the Tigers. Ball on about the 47-yard line of Liberty Center. 59 seconds to play here in the first half. Trossik's give to Cordes. He's got room. He's got one man to beat. And he couldn't do it. Cordes brought down around the Wauseon 20-yard line. Be officially spotted at the 22. It's 1st down and 10 for Liberty. 45 seconds to play here in the half. Tigers going to a hurry-up offense. Hand off to Smith. Brought down by Sean Moore. And Liberty Center is going to call a timeout. 31 seconds to play here in the first half. Score Wauseon 6, Liberty Center 6. Tigers are threatening as they're down on Wauseon, believe, the 18-yard line. Liberty coach is discussing strategy right here. What kind of a play or play combinations they want to use to get the score here before halftime. I'm sure that Coach Lerner definitely would like to have a touchdown on the board before halftime and hopefully an extra point and go into the locker room with some type of a lead. So Liberty comes back with Moeller and Atkinson both split wide. Pitch to Cordes. Cordes finds a hole. Brought down by Jim Parker. As the clock still runs. Another timeout. 21 seconds. 3rd down and 1 for the Tigers. On the Wauseon 13-yard line. Tigers have 1 timeout left, according to Mark Schnicke over in the Wauseon press box. Third and a long 1 to go, or a short 2 depending on how you look at it. Wauseon coaches are heading off the field. Trossik's coming in with the play from the Liberty sideline. And going with what may possibly be the last play of the first half. If the Tigers score. If not, they'll probably use another timeout here. Their final 1 1/2. Hand out to Cordes. First down inside the 10 at about the 8 or 9 yard line. 16 seconds to play. So the first down will stop the clock. So the Tigers will not have to use their last timeout. They get up to the ball quickly. Drossik spikes the ball, which really was unnecessary because the clock was already stopped. So there's 13 seconds to play. So it's 2nd and 9 for the Tigers. Ball on the 9-yard line. 13 seconds to play. Kind of a long count. Jurasic heads for the end zone. Intended for Atkinson. More defending on the play. 8 seconds left here in the first half. It'll be 3rd down and 9 for the Tigers from the 9. Liberty comes up to the ball. Handoff, no, Jurasic keeps it, heads for the end zone. Batted down by Moore with 1 second left in the first half. It'll be 4th down and 9 for the Tigers from the 9. Liberty's going to use their final timeout of the half and discuss strategy for the final play of the first half. I'm sure. Okay, this will be the last play of the half. Trips right for the Tigers. Pitch left. Cordes slips and cannot score. So Wauseon will go into the locker rooms ahead 6-0. We'll now go to the halftime show, and we'll be back in about 20 minutes with the second half action. Second half here at Wauseon High School. Score: the home Wauseon Indians 6, the visiting Tigers 0. Liberty Center to receive. Deep for Liberty, Smith and Zeiter. And we're underway here in the second half. Fielded by Zeiter. And he's hit and brought down at about the 20-yard line, maybe the 19. Schneider on the stop. Be first down and 10, Liberty Center. Ball on the 20-yard line.
And did you bring a hot dog for me, Dan?
No.
No.
No. Triassics looked like he kept it, but Cordes has it.
Like me now. You know this game.
Gain of 8. Second down and 2 for Liberty Center. Ball on the 28-yard line. Trask under center. Turn around, hands off to Cordes. Cordes get about 4, and that'd be good for a first down for Liberty Center.
Well, Dan, I was over there in that press box, and I want to tell you, it's mighty small. I don't think we would have fit. I mean, even the video guy for the band had a little trouble getting in there and up there and recording. So I don't think 4 more guys, let alone a handful of hot dogs, would have fit there. Drossic's up to take the snap. Cordes again, the ball carrier off tackle. Making a nice little hole for him. Gain of about 5 yards. Making 2nd and 5. Still a nice cool breeze. A little cloudy. We're still hoping it doesn't rain. I didn't catch any halftime scores, Dan. Do you have any for us?
Yeah, I have one. Archbold 14, Swanton 0.
Oh, too bad. 2nd and 5.
Another one is Montpelier 22, Riverdale 6.
Smith, the ball carrier. Not much of a gain on that one. A little bit. Maybe a yard. Dan nods, said yard sounds good. Making it 3rd down, about 4.
Kyle Pretch on the stop.
Kyle Pretch? Are you making this up?
Oh.
Kyle Preck. 3rd and 4. Liberty Center's 38. Cordes off tackle again. They're saying, the announcer's saying it's short. Looks close to me, but I may be in the off angle. Dan, I don't even think they're even going to consider it. No, he says, okay, we'll measure it. So we'll take a little time out for a measure. That was a little strange, walking it across and then measuring it. If you people at home noticed that, instead of marking the ball where it was down, they decided to walk it across the field, then mark to see if it's a first down. And you armchair quarterbacks at home, give us your opinion on that one. Well, they measure. Kind of reminds you that funding for NCTV Channel 5 is provided by a variety of people. Well, they got the first down anyway. Isn't that sweet? That little walk maybe paid off. Funding been brought to you by a variety of people, including Tom and Cindy Overmeyer and Bob and Julie Shaddy. If you're interested in doing some funding, give Bob Shaddy a call. He kind of runs the funding end of this. And Terry and Mary Lou and Lou Ann Bowers, also generous contributors, as well as the Henry County Bank in downtown Liberty Center. Dan.
Okay, first down 10 for the Tigers on their own 43-yard line. 9 minutes to play here in the 3rd quarter. Jurassic gives to Smith. He's still going. Knocked out of bounds at about the 50-yard line. spot, puts it just on Wauseon's side of the 50. It'll be 2nd down and 2 for the Tigers. Jurassic's up to take the snap. Call the signal. Hands out to Cordes. It almost looked like he pulled it out.
Yeah. Tackled by a variety of people, including big 71 there, Nathan Den.
Den has been contributing to this game for the Indians since the beginning where he fielded the opening kickoff.
Wait a minute. They're doing it again. They're carrying the ball all over the field like it's on parade. Then they put it down. Then they say, let's measure it. You know, and I got a feeling they notice it this time. They're going, well, we really screwed up on this one.
Well, I've been around football for 11 years, Mike, and I've never seen such a thing.
They didn't walk far enough with it. Walk it around a little more. Maybe. Now they're going to measure it twice. Now that's a first. I've never seen them measure it twice. Oh, walk it back.
It's going to be 3rd down in inches for Liberty Center. And Mike, I've never seen such a thing.
10, depending on how you want to look at it. 3rd and inches. Yeah, that's a polite way of putting it.
I've never seen such a thing in all my years.
Twice.
Once is.
Once is twice. So we got 3rd and inches.
Jurassic, pitch out to Cordes. He's got room.
Some real nice blocking by his front line.
The announcers have him down at the 41-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 Liberty Center. 8 minutes, 12 seconds to play in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, walk it around. It's critical. You guys aren't careful, we're going to interview you pretty soon. And we'll give us your opinions. We got some fans in the stands. 1st and 10.
Jurassic's handoff to Cordes up the middle.
Had me faked again on that one, Dan. I was watching the wrong guys.
You were watching Smith.
Yeah, I was watching.
I saw him take off down this side here.
Maybe it's the lighting. You suppose it's the lighting over here, the lights in our eyes, and we can't see who's carrying the ball?
That could be a possibility.
Let's say it's that. Folks at home will never know. Oh, we're on? Oh, it's the lighting.
Okay, so it'll be 2nd down and 8 for the Tigers. Ball on the Wauseon 38-yard line.
Motion by
Atkinson, motion right.
Did it again.
Hand off to Cordes. Tackle by Parker, and there's a flag down.
Now, see, I don't see the flag this time, Dan. All I see is those crazy leaves. Oh, way over there. Okay. Oh.
It's an illegal shift against Liberty Center. Make it 2nd and 13 for Liberty Center, which it's one call against each team for illegal shift, which usually you'll see it against one team or another, but you don't usually see it against each team. Maybe it's just the official's perception of the motion.
Ooh. I'll pretend like I understand what you mean.
Okay.
Jurassic keeps it on.
Jurassic's on a keeper.
Tackle by Parker.
3rd and 5 for the Tigers, as Jurassic's gained 8 on the play. Ball spotted at the Indian 35-yard line. Okay, Jurassic's under center to take the snap. Hands off, reverse. Reverse to Atkinson. He's going, and he could be gone. He's in there for a touchdown.
That was me.
Seth Atkinson on a little reverse play Goes for a touchdown with 6 minutes, 2 seconds to play here in the third quarter, Mike.
I've got to say it. You people with the VCRs, you know what to do. That was impressive. I didn't think Atkinson had the ball, and there was quite a few people from Wauseon who didn't think he had it either. Nice job. Seth Atkinson, sophomore for Liberty Center.
Extra point attempt. Looks like a normal kick, but
You
looks
never
can be
know.
deceiving.
They're into the wind, but there's not much of a wind now. It's died down a little bit.
It's up.
It's up, and that looks
It's
like
good.
it's in there.
Liberty will lead now 7-6. With 6 minutes, 2 seconds to play here in the third quarter at Wauseon Harmon Field.
And while they're celebrating the score 7-6, reminding you that funding for NCTV is brought to you by various families such as Tom and Cindy Overmeyer, Bob and Julie Shaddy, Terry, Mary Lou, Lou Ann Bowers, and the Henry County Bank in downtown Liberty Center. And if you're interested in funding NCTV, just give Bob Shaddy a call. Or a reminder once again, if you're interested in doing some broadcasting or commentary as far as the basketball season, they'll be looking for somebody, I'm sure, when the basketball season starts in. Back to you, Dan.
Here's the fight song by the Liberty Center Band.
Drossix to kick. We have to mention we have about 1/3 of the band here. They weren't quite prepared to play, so that's why they sound kind of thin. Looked like it was going out of bounds. They're in the crowd right now. We're not quite sure what's going on. Well, it's obviously 1st and 10 for Wauseon. As we hear the train in the background, we still have 5:59 remaining in the third quarter.
First down and 10 for Wauseon. The ball's on their own 26-yard line. Moore's under center. Barking out a signal. Moore on a keeper. Up the middle.
Have you noticed how that post is in the way, Dan? We don't have that problem on the home field anymore, thanks to the Liberty Center athletic boosters who got the poles put in the back, and we have a nice clean view of the entire field.
Yes, it makes things a lot easier to see the entire screen, the entire field, without having to look around a pole.
Post in the middle, because it seems like every play would be behind that post, as you see it right now, the famous post.
Okay, it'll be 2nd down and 8 for Wauseon. The ball is on their own 28-yard line. Clock's running with 5:20 to play.
Post the ball carrier. Post on the tackle.
Nick Miller on tackle.
Even though Andy Silva's got a blast.
So you want to say that Silvas was also
I would
in
like
on the
to
tackle?
say that Andy Silvas is also in on the tackle.
Okay, it'll be 3rd down and 5 on the Indian 31-yard line. Liberty moving around a little bit on defense. A little shift. Moore goes back to pass. And intended for number 81.
We're looking.
Which would have been the same man who caught the touchdown pass.
Hey,
Weber.
Weber. Yeah, he was. Wasn't he the one?
Yes, he was the one that caught the touchdown pass earlier on.
Makes a 4th. They're going into punt formation. Sam Smith.
Smith, Zeiter, and Atkinson deep for Liberty Center. 88.
Nate Maxson.
Maxon deep to kick for Wauseon.
Wind is at his back. Which is obvious.
Smith feels the ball at 35, looking for a spot to run. We have flags down.
What would that be for?
He lost about 3 on the play. It's going to be a clip against number 58. I'm not sure which team. Against 58 from Liberty. So it'll be first down and 10 for the Tigers. Ball spotted on their own 12. Or no, 16. Okay, Jurassics comes up under center. And off to Cordes. Cordes gets out to the 20. Gain of about 3. That'll make it second down and 7 for Liberty Center. Well, evidently it says 7 on the scoreboard, but they
says 6.
So 6 or 7 yards to go. Jurassics on a keeper.
Those fakes are getting better and better, Dan.
No gain on the play for the Tigers. It'll be third down and 7 on their own 20-yard line. Liberty comes up to the ball. Facing third and 7 with 3 minutes to play here in the third quarter. Jurassics yelled out the signal. He's back to pass. Intended for Moeller, picked off by number 28, Wartring. Brought out of bounds by Sam Smith at about the 4 or 5 yard line.
Jurassics tackles the own guy, the very man that intercepted his pass.
Smith helped him out a little bit as well to get him out of bounds. Wauseon will take over first and goal from about the 3 yard line. And Liberty is rolling in a hole right now. Their defense is going to have a big series right here. Hand off to Wartring.
They pronounce it watering over there. Like watering your flowers. Watering.
Atkinson on the tackle. Second down and 1.
Looks like about a length of the football from here, Dan.
So Wauseon most likely here would go with the quarterback sneak to try and get
give it to 28 again since he's the one that brought it this far.
Power I formation for Wauseon. And we're going to have illegal motion against Wauseon.
36.
That'll be Jim Parker.
Jim Parker got a little apprehensive.
That's a big break for Liberty Center. That'll be a 5 yard penalty. It'll make it second and 6. From the 6. 2 minutes, 10 seconds to play here in the third quarter. Liberty has a slim lead, 7-6. Ziegler comes out of the game for Liberty Center. Moore sets down his men. Hands off to 36, Parker, and Parker just gets hammered by the Liberty Center defense. Andy Silvas on the tackle for Liberty Center.
Very nice stop by that defensive line.
And he was driven back a couple yards after the hit by Silvas. But he gained a yard. It'll be third down and 5 from the 5. Quarterback looks to be changing the call. His keeper, it's an option. Option to Watering. He's stopped by Ryan Zeiter.
in the right place at the right time with 1:04 left in the third quarter, which isn't going to change a whole lot when the quarter changes, I realize.
Well, that was
Fourth and goal.
That was a point that helped them out a lot in 1993 where they won the state championship. They ran the option a lot, except I'm sure they had a much better quarterback and tailback at that time in the way of Corey Griggs and Ty Langendorfer.
Timeout. Wauseon with the score, Liberty Center 7, Liberty Center 7, Wauseon 6. Funding for NCTV is brought to you by Tom Cindy Overmeyer, Bob and Julie Shaddy, Terry, Mary Lou, and Lou Ann Bowers, and the Henry County Bank. And if you're interested in being a sponsor for NCTV, and all money and proceeds goes to Liberty Center Athletic Boosters, give Bob or Julie Shaddy a call. They're in the book. You'll find them. What are they doing down there in the field? They're moving something around. Oh, they're getting ready for the field goal, Dan. They're moving the place around to figure out where they're going to kick from. Number 25 there is going to practice his kicks a while. We could use a nice breeze right now, couldn't we?
Yeah, right now there's no breeze whatsoever.
Okay, so we're coming back to the action. And it looks like Wauseon's going to attempt a field goal. Number 25, as I pretend like I'm not looking through the program, Dustin Demeline, Dan says is how we pronounce it, is going to attempt a kick from right about the 12-yard line. It's up and looks like that's it hits the goal post. Tough break for the Wauseon Indians, leaving the score at Liberty Center 7 and Wauseon 6.
The special teams for Liberty Center have been huge tonight as they have stopped an extra point and a field goal that went up and hit the upright. The penalty that they had, illegal procedure on the one, could cost them down the stretch, Mike.
Careful, Dan. Be very careful. So what does that make it? That makes it 1st and 10 for Liberty Center Tigers. The ball comes out to the 20. They're going to throw the kicking tee off the field. Yes, it would be nice if you attempt a field goal, you at least take your tee off the field. Drosik's up to take the snap. See a little life here in the Liberty Center crowd. They're starting to stir around a little bit. Drosik still got the ball. I'm not sure what happened in there. It looked like he was down, and then all of a sudden we see him still running. Makes a real nice gain on the play, 1st down.
Gain of about 13 there for Drosik. He looked like he stuck it in and then pulled it back out and went for a run. Be 1st down and 10 for the Tigers on the 32-yard line.
The band is slowly filing back up here, so we'll hear a little more background noise, which would be nice. They've taken their little break and got their snacks, and now they're back on and back up here to cheer on the Liberty Center Tigers. It's unfortunate you couldn't see the band show from the front.
Go. Go.
Sam Smith with the ball, making, about 8 yards from the way it looks. Band did a pretty nice show. From the other side, of course, it's quite a bit louder on the home side. We only got 3 seconds left here in the third quarter, and then third quarter is going to run out. So we're going to take a little timeout where they realign that ball. Of course, they won't have to move very far. And once again, you are watching NCTV Channel 5, Napoleon Community Television. And various sponsors would include Tom and Cindy Overmeyer, Bob and Julie Shaddy, Terry, Mary Lou, and Lou Ann Bowers. I'm getting better and better at saying that, Dan, every time. And Henry County Bank in downtown Liberty Center. This is NCTV Channel 5. And there's marvelous Mrs. Atkinson, and then we're panning there through the entire Liberty Center crowd, showing the various spectators and their endeavors to keep warm and enjoy the game with a slim lead of Liberty Center 7 and Wauseon 6. So we'll pan around and watch some of the crowd. Not much of a breeze anymore, Dan. It's kind of died off. The flag is just slowly waving back and forth. I'll turn it over to you.
It has cooled off, though, slightly. I'd say it's approximately 43 degrees here at Wauseon Harmon Field as we're about to start the fourth quarter. I'll get that out yet. And the score, Liberty Center 7, Wauseon 6. It'll be 2nd down and 3 for the Tigers on their own 40. Drosik hands off to Cordes. Cordes gets 3 and quite a bit more. It'll be 1st down and 10 for Liberty Center. First and 10 for the Tigers on the 47 of Wauseon. And it seems after the reverse play for Atkinson's score, life has come into the Liberty Center offense and defense.
Kind of stirred things up a little bit. Things got a little sleepy up here in the stands on that night. So we got whistles all over the place. And Wauseon people are looking happy. And Liberty Center people are upset. So I assume it's against us. I'm sorry, Dan, I missed that call. What is it? Oh, illegal procedure. Liberty Center, that'll cost them 5. No, that's true, Dan. That run by Seth Atkinson kind of stirred things up for a while. And now, a little delay there. That's going to make it 1st and 15 for the Tigers. But we still got 11 minutes, 35 seconds in the 4th and final quarter of this game.
Okay, Jurassic's under center. About to take the snap. There he goes. Pitch out to Cordes. Gain of approximately 4 on the play. They'll bring up 3rd and 11. No, excuse me, 2nd and 11. On that play, they got the clock changed a little bit faster than they usually do.
We get in trouble there. We look at the clock, and either they change it too early or they change it too late. Then the guy on the field, he changes it too early or too late. And sometimes...
So it's 2nd and 11.
Paying attention.
Ball on the 48-yard line of Wauseon. Sam Smith carrying the ball.
Not much of a gain there.
Tackle by Andy Ohlers. Third down and 10 for Liberty on the Indian 47-yard line with 10 minutes, 20 seconds to play here in the game. Tigers get up to the ball, and the Indians a little bit of a disarray. Jurassic's back to pass. It's a little swing to Cordes, and he can't pick it up. He dropped it.
It's almost like he decided to run before he had the ball. He's hurting on that one.
So it'll be 4th down and 10 for Liberty with 10 minutes to play here in the 4th quarter. Jurassic's back to kick for Liberty. Watering and more deep for Wauseon.
Very good. I'm impressed. You got all those names in your head.
Okay, there's the snap. Kick is away. And it's going to go inside the 10. Down at the 6-yard line.
Real nice roll.
So the Indians will take over with 9:52 to play. And they'll take over on their own 6-yard line, 1st down and 10. And we'll hear the Liberty Center band warm up a little bit here for the 4th quarter.
Okay, 1st and 10 for Wauseon. Now there's practically no breeze at all. The American flag is just hanging almost straight down. Pitch out to 28. Watering, I've been told. Let go of that ball a little fast. You could almost call that fumbling, but not quite fast enough. Slight gain on the play. Kernan Zeider in on the tackle. At least that's what the experts tell me. Making it 2nd and 3 for the Indians, still with 9:24 left in the game. Is that Moore, the quarterback? He's doing some calling up there on the line. Tries to keep it himself. It works for about 5 yards. Tackle. Seth Atkinson on the tackle. Making it 1st and 10 for Wauseon.
Cordes comes in there for Andy Silvas. Andy Silvas early during the first half was being looked at by the trainer. He's went back in and seemed to be all right, but maybe he decided to come out because he was feeling hurt, or maybe Coach Winger decided he needed a little bit of a rest.
So we got 1st and 10 for Wauseon. Once again, a long count. Doing some audibles maybe up there at the line like I know what I'm talking about. Moore tries to keep it and doesn't get very far. And stopped by Perry and Miller. 2 big guys on our defensive line. And Ziegler, I guess, gets credit for that tackle also. Ziegler made it all, the cameraman says, and who are we to argue with him? We were just following what the announcer was saying. Mr. Ziegler gets credit for that tackle. You with the VCRs, play it back. Look at it again. The modern mirror. What was that? Not sure what that was. Just about everybody moved except the center. Well, I'm sure they'll have a talk with him. Yeah, I guess that's how it works. If the center doesn't snap the ball. Now, you don't see that very often, do you, Dan, where everybody moves except the center?
Well, that way you're sure it was the center who made the mistake. Either that or the whole team made a mistake and the center was right.
What are the odds that the entire team would go on the wrong count and the center had it right? Probably not. I imagine they're chatting about that right now. Now let's see if we got the count right. I haven't seen that in a long time. So what do we got? We got 2nd and unfortunately 16 for Wauseon. Again, he's doing some audibles, like that's going to make a difference with him. Little motion there. Yeah, that was a little forward. Oh, delay a game? And they're saying, you guys got to get your act together a little bit. Yep, delay a game against Wauseon, and that unfortunately will move them 5 more yards back. Making it now 2nd and a lot, according to the scoreboard, around 21 yards, Dan?
Yes, about 21 yards. You may think it's unfortunate, but I'm sure the Tiger fans here don't think it's unfortunate that it's 2nd and 21.
Well, that term unfortunate is indeed, for those that know me, sarcasm. So we have 2nd and 21 yards for Wauseon. Doing again some audibles at the line. Pass. Oh, is that Ryan Zeider out there? He kind of tripped up on the field.
Pass intended for Weber, and the quarterback was almost sacked by Greg Vork and Derek Ziegler. He just barely got that ball away in time.
Some nice pressure provided by that defensive line, which always gives that quarterback a little something to think about on that next play. Those famous footsteps. So we got 3rd and still 21 yards, with still 7 minutes, 35 seconds remaining. Doing a little switch in the backfield. I don't know, Dan, from this man's point of view, I think they're confused. Quarterback calls timeout. Things are just not working right back there in the Wauseon backfield, so they're going to take a little timeout and have a chat.
Even though things are going bad for Wauseon, they're still only behind by 1 point as the score reads 7-6.
True. But they seem confused. It's like several plays in a row now. They didn't quite know what's supposed to be going on back there, which up until this point has not been like them.
Well, sign of good teams are they can stay in games even though they're making mistakes. Silvas looking over to the sideline for some instruction.
Something, he wants something. Towel, something.
And
oh, that's a signal. All right.
Wauseon coach Mark Emmons getting the offense settled down, and he's coming off the field now. He's got to be a little disappointed at this point in time that his offense isn't performing up to speed.
Still 7:35 left in the game. Still a lot of game left.
Casey Moore changes things up for Liberty. Motion by Watring. Pass downfield.
Oh,
Ryan Zeider almost had it, and he got hammered by Watring. It'll be 4th and 21 for the Indians on their own 10.
Once again, a lot of nice pressure supplied by that defensive line. Didn't give the quarterback a whole lot of time to play around back there. He had to get rid of it. Smith back to try to receive.
So Maxon is about 6 yards deep in his own end zone. Atkinson, Zeiter, and Smith deep.
Nobody's going to come near him.
Smith fields it. Gets a cutback. Gets up to about the 41 of Wauseon, where the Tigers will take over first down and 10 with 7:15 to play here in the fourth quarter. And you hear in the background there the Wauseon marching band.
We're not quite sure what they're playing.
But typically from them, they like to play when the other offense has the ball to make things tough for them to hear.
But they stop.
Hand off to Cordes. Tackle by 56. Barnes and Ashelman.
Yeah.
Kevin Ashelman.
Kevin Ashelman, the famous Ashelmans.
I remember Mr. Ashelman from last year in wrestling season, where I beat him in the semifinals
Let's not do
of
that.
consolations and leagues.
So we got 2nd and 9 for Liberty Center on the Wauseon 41-yard line. We still got 6:40 left in this game. It's only a 1-point lead. It is not over yet.
Jurassic.
Smith.
Jurassic has the ball.
Got me again.
And we got some shoving going on between players over here. And
the man with the sticks got out of the way, which is always nice.
3rd and 1 for the Tigers. Maybe with 1.3 if you want to be accurate.
Now that makes several times, Dan, that I personally have gotten caught on this fake again. Now either I'm not paying attention or they are getting very good on the fakes. I'll assume it's my problem.
Cordes the ball carrier. Jim Parker, another tackle for him tonight, and he's played a superb game for the Wauseon Indians tonight.
I've heard his name a lot. 4th down and 1 yard for the Tigers. Wauseon crowd starts to come alive. Once again, it's that 4th and short situation where Liberty Center's got to try to put it over.
Just under 6 minutes to play. 4th and 1 for the Tigers. Long count. Can't get him to jump.
He got it.
Cordes was the ball carrier. Gain of a yard or two. It'll be good for the first down. The ball will be spotted just barely inside the 30 of Wauseon. It'll be 1st and 10 with 5:45 to play.
That's an interesting formation that Wauseon defense is setting up. They set up in a line so the offense can't quite figure out where they're going to be positioned until they get up there. Jurassic's looking around.
I think that line formation is their huddle. Hand off to Cordes. Cordes clawing and scratching for every yard he can get. And the spot brings him back a little bit. I think that's kind of poor.
Kind of poor is putting it politely, which is what we should be.
So it'll be 2nd down and 5 for the Tigers. 5 minutes, just under 5 to play here at Harmon Field in Wauseon. Liberty clinging to a 7-6 lead. Pitch out to Cordes. He's going. He tried to go over that pile and he just couldn't do it.
Once again, some nice blocking by that front offensive line on the left side.
Gain of 6 on the play. Good for a first down for Liberty Center. The 1st and 10 from the Wauseon 24-yard line. .440 and counting to play. 1st and 10, excuse me. 18-yard line.
Sorry, Dan, I wasn't paying attention either.
Fortunately, the fans here are keeping me in line. Jurassic's on a keeper, and he's still going. He backpedaled for 4 yards. I'm very impressed by the athleticism of junior quarterback Joe Jurassic.
He got yardage running backwards. You people with the VCRs, you know what to do.
Well, he played some defensive back at the JV level last year, and that seemed to pay off as he got some yardage there backpedaling. 3:51 to play. 2nd and 5 from the 13-yard line. Tackle by Ohlers. Ball carrier was Cordes.
That's what they said.
Okay. Be 3rd and 3 for Liberty from the Wauseon 11-yard line. And a score right here would put Wauseon in a tough position, as they would have to score a touchdown and a 2-point conversion if Liberty would score here. Cordes going down at the wall. He's going to be ruled down at the goal line.
They won't walk the ball around and decide where to measure it from.
No, there shouldn't be any walking around here. Just short of the goal line, about the 1-inch line, with 3 minutes to play. 1st and goal from the 1 for Liberty Center, according to the scoreboard here. The clock's running down.
Nick Freisinger doing a little cheerleading out there, trying to get the crowd on their feet. They're starting to get a little life in them. 1st and goal, Liberty Center on a little less than 1. Don't do that now. Don't do that now.
And Cordes is in for the touchdown. Kick is up, and it's no good. The other referee on the Liberty Center side of the upright kind of looked over at him with a funny look, like he thought it was good.
Well, from his view, it probably was. But the man over there in the pole says no way. Once again, you are listening to the Liberty Center Tiger Marching Band, and this is NCTV Channel 5.
Okay, so the score remains 13-6. Liberty Center leads with 2.5 minutes to play. Wauseon trying to rally his troops over here to receive this kickoff. And Jurassic sets up his kickoff team. Precht and Wauseon deep for Wauseon. Joe Jurassic to kick again for Liberty Center. Kick is away. Fielded by Wauseon. And he's brought down at about the 33 or 34-yard line. So it'll be 1st down and 10 for Wauseon. Bomb on the tackle for Liberty Center, according to Mike Hamlin here. 2:26 to play. The score, Liberty Center 13, Wauseon 6. 1st and 10 for the Indians on their own 33-yard line. I formation for the Indians. Handoff up the middle to Parker. Parker got about 6 before tripped up by Atkinson.
Everybody's starting to watch the clock now, Dan. It's all a question of time. There was talk here in the stands that the clock seems to run just a little slower when Wauseon's on offense, and so a lot of the fans here are watching. Big long pass.
Long pass, and it's almost picked off by Jesse Smith. And a couple fans here in the stands thinking that it should have been pass interference against the Indians. But the officials don't seem to agree with the Tiger fans. So it'll be 3rd down and 2 for Wauseon. Minute 55 to play. Indians down 7. According to some fans here, that they thought that was a really bad call, Mike.
Well, the fact that they didn't call it, I guess it's not a bad call, it's no call.
Watering a big tackle by Seth Atkinson.
Big white blur, and all of a sudden down he goes. Uh-oh, what was that? Timeout, Wauseon.
Wauseon's going to take a timeout with a minute 44 to play. Liberty Center comes over to their sideline to get some instruction. The coaches go out to give instruction to Wauseon. And we're looking at the fans here and hearing the band. Moore on a keeper going down the home sideline. And he got enough yardage for a 1st down for Wauseon, and he got out of bounds. The clock never started. The clock never started. And I'm sure that was a good 15 seconds.
Unbelievable. That clock never started. It's a minute 44 when that ball was snapped, ladies and gentlemen, and it is still a minute 44.
It should be a minute 30. Moore back to pass. Hit as he throws it up. Intended for Maxton, broken up by Casey Muller.
The coaches up there in the crow's nest don't seem to be reacting too much. They seem to be kind of resigned to it. I'm surprised more people on the sidelines aren't jumping up and down. I mean, I even noticed it. It's not often you get a free play like that. Oh, just run one. We'll hold the clock for you.
Moore back to pass again.
The clock is running.
It's up. Atkinson
No.
defending, but we got a flag down. We have a flag down.
It'll be pass interference.
It's going to be pass interference. The question is against whom? They look to be talking with the Liberty Center. It could be interference against the Indians.
No, it's against Liberty.
Defensive interference. I'm not sure why the referee was talking with the Liberty Center captains, but it is interference against the Tigers. It'll make it 1st down and 10 for the Indians on the Liberty Center 20. There should only be about a minute left in this game, but there's a little more than that. Referee starts the clock. Moore back to pass again. Heads for the end zone. And it's a touchdown for Wauseon. So the score now reads Wauseon 12, Liberty Center 13 with a minute 18 to play. The question now,
What would they do?
Do they go for the 2 or do they go for the 1 in overtime?
Talking to the wrong guy on that one. I haven't been able to predict a thing. I'm still getting confused with the fakes, so we'll just have to wait and see.
I think if you're Mark Emmons right now, you go ahead and you line up for the 2-point conversion.
Center crowd is on their feet.
Everybody watching, a crucial play right here. Moore on a keeper. Moore does not make it. He is
by Ryan Zeider.
tackled by Zeider.
Ryan Zeider brought him down.
And that is huge. The score reads Liberty Center 13, Wauseon 12, with 1:18 to play.
Ryan Zeider, number 3 there, is one happy camper. And there's the Liberty Center band to back him up. Look at it.
Which actually it should be about a little less than a minute. Should be about 59 seconds.
Oh, excuse me, I did it the wrong way, didn't I? Right.
Yeah.
Less than a minute. Yeah.
You've done that before though, Mike.
Yes, I have, but I admit it. I admit it. Like I have a choice.
Yeah, the LC fans are keeping us in line over here.
Yep.
Next week we'll be back home in the press box and there'll be nobody to keep us in line.
Nobody will help us out.
Wauseon kicker, Demeline.
Onside dance.
And it's going to go out of bounds and there's a flag on the play as the ball rolls out of bounds. I think what Liberty's going to do is take the penalty probably and have them kick it again.
And they're not going to have them kick it again. No, they'll check it right there. We're going to take the ball. We don't want to get an onside kick.
Well, explain what you said.
Come on, Dan.
Well, they decided to take the ball where it is.
Otherwise, you risk an onside kick, apparently. I wouldn't have figured it out. But then I don't predict what the plays are going to be.
That's why it's called guessing.
That's why it's called guessing. Looks like all of Wauseon's going to come in that line. Little words exchanged there. I don't know, Dan. How's your math? Can they pull this off and let that clock run a minute? They should be able to do it.
Yeah. It's pretty much all over but the shouting here, Mike.
It's so quick, Dan.
Cameraman's hassling us again. The fans around us are saying it's over.
But
we'll sit there, we'll broadcast to the very end. Wauseon's got everybody and their brother up there in that line.
Grosics takes a knee again. It'll run down to 15 seconds and it'll take one more knee.
But everybody and their brother on the front line.
Grosics takes a knee and that'll be it. Wait, we have a flag down.
Flag against
Wauseon.
That
will not be the final play of the game. You cannot end the game on a penalty. We've been told if it's a defensive penalty, the penalties decline, so that'll be the end of the game. So our final score, Liberty Center 13, Wauseon 12.
And Liberty Center playing the Hatchet song. Play it this way.
Liberty barely gets out of here alive. Two key plays in the game were Seth Atkinson on a reverse to score a touchdown, and Ryan Zeiter to stop the two-point conversion that would have won the game for Wauseon. Well, next week we'll be back home for Parents' Night and the final home game.
Right, Parents' Night.
Final home game for the seniors. So we'll see you next week. For Mike, this is Dan Douglas. We'll see you back at home.
Know how to use a child